Welcome back to Amanda Plays Games. We're back in the Outer Worlds. I was just looking over my quests here. We are working on this Space Crime Continuum one, where we have Nyoka with us, and we're going to go to the mountains? But then after we do this, we're going to go ahead and go back to our main quest. We're getting too far off course. Passcode? Felix. Nyoka. Okay. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to be. I feel like I am not in the right spot.
I'd show you around, but I gotta keep watch, just in case someone else comes along.
Maybe we can see from up above. Nope, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my computer can't handle it. Let's see. Map. Oh, it's like inside somewhere? Or I have to go through a building? Okay. I have to go through this big building over here somewhere. My computer cannot handle this town. We're just gonna walk straight. Stellar Bay.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for Rat Musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Am I in the right spot? Probably not. I am. It looks like there must be a door. Yeah, can I open this? Yes. Okay. Okay. There we go. This guy is doing the old, damsel in distress faint. Oh, pity me. He's being kidnapped, I guess. Rupee? Is that what it said? Okay. Alright. Canid anatomy. They got guts and they got bones. I see it. Where am I going? Not there. See, this is crazy because this is just where I was. I'm getting agitated now. Where am I supposed to go? The map questing in this is not great. Oh. Bloody note, bit cartridge, energy cell, weapon source. There was a dead guy right here. I was like, where the heck am I supposed to go? Meet with Catherine. I did a whole circuit. Oh, somebody messaged, commented on a video of where to find that weapon on the
Poor
Groundbreaker.
I don't want to think about
I might go back and get it, but since this isn't a 100% playthrough, I'm not too worried about getting absolutely everything. I just am kind of trying to get through this. In fact, I feel like I've become so far sidetracked. I haven't worked on the main quest line in a long time. So, it's good information to have. I'll keep it, you know, obviously. So that way I have information if I want to replay the game or pick this one up and keep going, like, on my off time after I finished the actual game. Of course, I'm kind of thinking that it's like the...
South here. Off the road and down this slope.
Okay.
We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
I'm kind of thinking that it's like a Bethesda game or like Fallout New
You don't want to hide a
Vegas.
body? You could dump it in that sulfur pool.
I bet.
I hear acid baths are all the rage in Byzantium. Anyone fancy a dip? Here we go!
Okay. I like her gun.
Don't mess with the best.
Anyway, I'm kind of considering that it's like a Bethesda game or like Fallout New Vegas where when the storyline is done, you can keep playing the game. But maybe that's different with this. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the universe if I played it again. You know. Careful.
Everyone all right?
Yes, thank you for asking. I like Felix. He's sweet. Everybody's so mean to him. But I think he's sweet. I was sure there were bodies to loot over here, but now I don't know where they might have been. Under the ground. That makes sense. In a weird way. Oh, I don't need a pulse hammer. Let's see. Pulse hammer. Breakdown. The tail. Whoopa. It's just a shame that my computer can't handle these graphics because it looks so pretty. But my computer is freaking out. Fallbrook.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Whoops, I pulled my gun. Oh, we're like under a mountain or something? Or no, under giant mushrooms? It's pretty cool.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Where am I? What is this
Guess
place?
it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a
Borst.
leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
No, I feel like you're insinuating something that I don't understand.
Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the Hookem
Okay,
Allow me to paint a picture in your mind.
go for it.
A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain.
Okay.
We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds.
Oh,
Sublight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
okay. I guess tell me about the
No
amenities.
reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight.
Okay. Lilia sent me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Breathe, it's okay. Just point me toward Miss Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise. Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Uh-oh. Okay, thanks for your information. Mr. Bell Mortimer. What a name, huh?
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
We gotta make for the bar. Play a couple rounds, crack a couple heads. You know, socialize.
Is this like... Nelson Mason. Hello.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
He looks like a
Watch
serial
yourself,
killer.
Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Yeah.
Adept looking, huh? This guy taking a snipe at your looks?
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium Goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Don't say wink wink. Just wink wink. Did you say wink at me instead of actually winking?
Don't believe I did. No? Wink. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Wink wink. Let me guess. We pocket the half you save. Oops. I can lie. That is
See?
sheer brilliance.
I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you
Wink
are.
wink.
Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
5? Oh man, I can't persuade or charm. Not like I have anything better to do.
Was that sarcasm? I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, you've got to show it somehow, like with a wink.
Wink
My
wink.
sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
Sure, I'll help you. Wink wink. See, I can do it too. somebody's house. Pick up, knock you out bar. Interesting. Not the thugs.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I...
The Chet.
No, but thank you. I'm quite alright as I am.
Are you the Chet? Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
What the hell are you talking about? What is your deal?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram.
Okay, sure. The Chet. Have fun. Fallbrook patrons. You look dashing, sir. Toilet. Shower. I wanted to rob the place blind. Goodness. There's a steel plasma there's a plasma carbine. Only I can't tell when people are looking at me. The Blake Thug. Oh, hello. I was like, what is making...
Welcome to
all
the
that
offices
noise?
of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Alright. Duly noted. Dullness of mind? That's just a nice way of saying stupidity.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Hey. Why's your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
See, you say so.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO.
And what else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Wow, who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Okay, and disastrous marriage?
Those are mostly for top rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child.
Goodness.
We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
I guess so.
Those are
sorry.
mostly for top. We try to cover every
That's it.
One thing's for sure. You won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Okay, well, that's all I need to know. Thank you. That marriage insurance is crazy. Dry goods and sundry. Okay. Store.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
I don't know. Let's see what you got. Ammo, heavy ammo, energy cell. Energy cell, light ammo. So I would need heavy ammo. Sure, I'll take it. Liana.
You shopping for pre-owned or new? If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
Nice. Who's the top dog in these parts?
Town Sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
Okay. A town built into the side of a mountain. You don't see one of those every day.
Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
From who? Monarch in the Lawless Land? Or Monarch is a lawless land.
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
Fair enough.
Take it you're one of them yourself. Well, if you don't learn nothing else about Fallbrook, rest assured on this much. Your bits are always good with me.
Alright. Do you have different... She does. I'm gonna buy all yours too. Restricted stock. Cannot purchase this. Alright, I guess. I just want all the ammo. Let's see. Heavy ammo. I haven't been spending my bits on anything else, so... Skulls! Do you guys sell these? I'd like one, please. Interesting. Mullen's House of Hospitality. Oh, that could be... Oh! Malin. Malin? Mullen? Wesley Alexander.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
I'll get out of your hair. I'm not really a drinker. Thank you, though. I might as well buy all the bullets up in here. Hello, Catherine.
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I could listen to her talk for hours.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Nice to meet you. I'm Amanda.
I'll be sure to remember that, little bird. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening.
The boss sent me, you oaf. Need a hand for hire. I'd like a room. Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Right, that Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
That doesn't sound safe. Yeah, define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
What does the Alta Vitae gas do?
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
First, let's say, are you kidding me?
Hold your thrusters. I ain't even got to the tricky part. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manties. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Okay. Nyoka's handled mantisaurs before. Or Sawbones Ellie could probably cook something up.
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities. You know when to strike and when to wait. Shame what came of your crew.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Oh.
Close enough. Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
I do not want to get dead. The plasma option sounds fun. Good thing we have an engineer. Parvati will handle it.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in.
Antediluvian.
But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Tell me everything.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick.
Okay.
That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid fucker who's gonna get it for me.
Jeez. What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts, and his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Okay, any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know.
Say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
And if I wanted to kill him?
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Okay.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele.
You got
May
it.
luck be with you, since I won't be.
You got it, dude. Okay.
Catherine Malin could sour milk just by glaring at it.
Yeah, I know.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
You seem to be into it, though. You little freak.
I test every product myself to assure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rash.
No, thank you.
No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the CMP factory?
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods, only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
I think the fact that Catherine Malin sent me for it makes me special enough.
She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers.
Nice.
Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
Nope. I have no itches to scratch. Thank you. Ooh.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Go away, White.
That's not how the game works. I say, knock, knock, like I'm on the outside of a door.
Yeah.
And you say...
Who's there?
I swear to the architect, I will punch your lamps out.
Having a rough day?
I lost a shipment out for delivery. Barely made it out. Marauders got Keeley.
Ooh, Catherine is gonna flay the skin from your fingers.
I know.
Oh no. That doesn't sound good. Alright. Well, I wanted to hear the knock-knock joke, so that's not very fair, but... Machine discovered. A Kuching tech kit.
Now is not a good time. If it's important, try again tomorrow. Now, we got our paws full enough as it is. Go away. Now is not a good time. We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away. Come back later. Or better yet, not at all.
I'm curious, and I can't sneak in.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
Cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
cheaper. I've been 14 parts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
Oops.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
Domicile key. Oh man. The lights turned off. I wonder if I can get a house here. I don't need a house. I have a whole ship. Hello. Nobody named in here? No.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
It is lovely from what I can see. Alright, we're gonna go up this ramp. Insert Hawthorne's ID cartridge. Ah, remote landing protocol. So now my ship should be here. Ha! Authorized users, please enter your authorization code. Everyone else, if I catch you using this thing, I'm going to tie steel to your feet and throw you in a sulfur pool. Let's access the shipping manifest. Outgoing. Destination, Department of Engineering. So, Auntie Cleo. Incoming, Spacer's Choice Perishables. Okay, purchase request. Okay. Supplies delivered. Rizzo's Purpleberry Brunch. Doc Rocket's Chocolasteroids. Okay, Spacer's Choice Saltuna. CMP near maple syrup. Okay, interesting. So I guess this is for when you're ready to do the quest. I don't know what I am. Oh man, that hurt my leg. Snapped an ankle. Right, so I guess map. I'm kind of confused about what I need to do. Is there something else that I need to do too on Fallbrook? Monarch. Extract a scholar in a rented domicile in Fallbrook. Okay, so I need to go get Max. Sorry, we're running back and forth. Alright. Okay. We need Max.
Thinking of tinkering at the workbench? I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
That was a little creepy.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Then Nyoka is...
You remember Kneecaps? Big square-looking bruiser, prize fighter, drinks like a fish. That's Nyoka.
You know, I think she'd like that.
Okay. We're looking for Max. Max. This must be Nyoka's room. Damn. Here's Parvati. Where is Max? I guess we'll find him when we go out. So let's leave Felix. Let's do Vicar Max. I'm sorry, Felix. Oh, he looks so sad. Sorry, honey. Hello, Vicar.
As always, I am at your disposal. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Never mind. I don't want to talk to you. I just want you, I guess, to come with me.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Probably.
Oh, they are.
Oh, yeah.
So that puddle I stepped
Well.
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
Okay. Day 152. I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel, on the riverbank outside of town, produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. Uh-oh. I wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth. Cheney.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
I guess. Let's look for him.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him.
We're just gonna run through here. Run, 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 run. The dissident hunter. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Okay.
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
Is he not outside? Is he inside?
I met another believer once. Pushy type.
The quest markers in this game are for somebody much smarter than me. It's outside, right? Oh, he's on the whole other side of Fallbrook. Okay.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
This one.
Go away, White.
He really wants somebody to listen to his knock-knock joke.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Okay. Hopefully he's still alive. There he is. He's fine. Yep, it's daylight now. Hello.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise.
Vicar Max.
But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
Vicar Max? What is going on here?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
You're going to give up everything you've ever believed in just for revenge?
Yes, that's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot
Max
better.
is unhinged. What is happening? Max, stop. It's not too late. Maybe the answer you've been looking for is in that book. Or, I agree, he's just trying to trick you again. Senseless violence is the best medicine. No, stop.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
There. That's sorted then.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say, Vicar?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Okay. I guess we'll go to Scylla. You good?
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney.
Yeah.
It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
Good grief. I didn't think preacher men were supposed to be that violent. Cut the crap, Max. You lied to me about Cheney, and I want to know why.
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
I understand. We all get a little obsessed sometimes. You're forgiven. Okay, but I'm watching you. You ever lie to me again about anything, you're out. I don't think so. You're not welcome on my crew anymore. Pack your things. Oh man, you can kick him out. No, I understand.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
Right. Well, what was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Alright, let's keep going. That was something, wasn't it? I can't say I was expecting any of that. If it was up to me, I would have just grabbed this guy and put him in Sam's room, and then when we get where we're going, if he's lying again, we'll be able to handle it. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm only the captain of a pirate ship. I guess let's, go to Scylla. I'm intrigued by this. By Vicar Max's, Vicar Max's quest. Obviously, at the moment, I'm more interested in it than whatever we're doing here with the gas. Look at that view, huh? Oh, let's go to Scylla. We can always come back.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Thank you. Is her name Ada, too?
Welcome back, Captain.
It is.
How can I be of assistance?
I
Do you see
say...
it, Captain?
I say her name is Ada, too, because that's the name of the companion robot in Fallout 4
Remember
in the...
that you...
Oh. Take Parvati with us. I love Parvati. That's the name of your robot companion in Fallout 4 with the Automaton DLC. Her name is Ada, too. Scylla. Just an asteroid belt. Okay, Vicar Max, let's go figure this out. We've already been to Scylla, so have we unlocked the place that we need to go to? We have not. Haven't we? I feel like we have. Maybe it doesn't have fast travel points. Because it's kind of a small map.
Processing.
Man, Vicar Max is agitated.
Great.
Great. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've looted all these things already.
Together.
What was that?
Vicar Max, let's not walk right in front of me, please. Did Max get knocked down? Friendly fire style. Or did he just go ahead? No, he's fine. Where did he go? Oh, he's behind me. Somehow I missed that. Unless this is new stuff. Captain's log, independent freighter Cat's Meow. Our scanners caught movement on the fringes of Scylla. Haven't seen anything since, but I get the impression we're being followed. I ordered engineering to go dark and drift cold for the next several hours. Should be indistinguishable from space debris. Should. Famous last words. Why do I feel like someone is targeting us and knows what to look for? If that's true, then we're already dead. Oh no. Captain of the Cat's Meow, where are you? Is this the Cat's Meow?
Reckon that explains how we ain't dead.
Oh
Without
no.
the pylons, all the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice will just drift off.
You can only move forwards or backwards as a society. And I, for one, fully support our progressive efforts.
Good for you, Vicar Max. You're a mess, but good for you. He's a bit of a mess, but good for him. You know who's not a bit of a mess? On my best days, I'm a whole mess.
Would like to die first.
Oh, I shot him in the crotch. Whoa. Jeez. Sorry, Max, if I shot you. Jeez.
What was that?
Jeez, where did all these bad guys come from? I was pretty sure maybe we
Our
haven't.
survival.
Yes, maybe we haven't been this way before. Maybe I thought it was too difficult, and so I never came this way. That wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for me. Big cartridge. Okay. Adreno. Okay.
Somebody lives all the way out here? Surrounded by Aether?
There we go.
We're getting close to the hermit. I can feel it.
You could feel it? Well, I could feel it too, because my map is telling me. Hey, we're getting close. This isn't considered stealing, which is strange, isn't it?
Dang, that's impressive.
Thanks. An impact hammer Mark II. Silver tourniquet. Nice bits. Some armor parts. Okay, well, I guess. What does this mean? This blinky guy. Hold R to repair all equipped items. Repair all equipped items for 49 weapon parts and 11 armor parts. Sure. Okay. Alright, so then those little blinky guns and stuff go away. Hello? Anybody home? I can sleep in a bed if I want. Okay. So she's a hermit, or this person is a hermit. I can't remember if they said it was a lady or a gentleman. But this person is a hermit. Does that mean they're literally the only people, not scavengers and marauders and stuff, that lives out here?
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time.
I'm not grouchy, I'm just incoming.
Oh, jeez. You interrupted a conversation. Man, I really wanted to know what they were gonna talk about. Jerks.
Right, so as I was saying before.
Oh.
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
So do they always finish their conversations? Or was that a scripted event? Because that's wild. A music box. Safe. Mandibular rearranger. One-handed melee. This weapon was created by an unknown and possibly quite deranged scientist. Exactly how it works and why is a mystery and has never been duplicated. Huh. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have a strange and powerful effect. Science weapons damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill is increased. Okay. Oh, this is one of the weapons. Okay. I thought it was weird that it was... lemon slap with 2 P's. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. That looked like blood for a second. Messages. All messages sent and received by this terminal are property of Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Okay. Preliminary survey results. From Thackeray B, Site Supervisor, to L. Evers, JVP Remote Extraction. We've completed our initial survey, and I have to admit that your hunch was right. I owe you lunch next time I'm on Terra 1. We barely started our survey before we uncovered a mineral vein with high densities of yttrium and scandium. Okay. There's a limit to how much my team can extract in these pressure suits. Get us a terraformer and some prospecting mechanicals, and this little venture of ours is going to make us all rich. Hope the weather on Terra 1 isn't getting you down. I hear our permanent facility on Hephaestus is almost ready for habitation. Okay. Status report, day 127. Okay. Thanks for rushing us the replacement parts, Linda. My team got the former repaired and it's busy churning out... Oh, former. I thought this was like, in quotes, but terraformer. And it's busy churning out O2 again. Did you have to send one loaded with seed stock? Grasses are triggering my allergies. Survey efforts continue. The initial vein ran dry quicker than we hoped, but we're getting promising results from other locations. A density of scandium lower than first sight, but yttrium still at respectable levels. We have a board team out here. We had a board team out here last week scanning for signals from the Hope. We could all guess the results from how unhappy they looked. It's been 3 years since the board classified the ship missing. You'd think we'd be over it by now. Oh, so these are old these are old logs. Day 268. Congratulations on your promotion. Youngest full VP in company history. Just promise me you won't promote that drill bit Needham to replace you. Bad news, Lynn. All the sites within the former's dome have run dry. The mechanicals are bringing back good samples from beyond the retention field. I'll be sending you a requisition for a hauler to relocate the terraformer closer to the new sites. My team heard that you arranged for some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. It was a big boost to morale. We can't wait for some entertainment out here. From Needham S. Oh. To B. Thackeray. He did get promoted. Thackeray, your request for site relocation on that useless rock is denied. You've had over a year to generate a profit. If you haven't done it by now, it's not going to happen. And Evers is too busy to hide your incompetence. I don't want to hear any of your absurd excuses either. Terraformer failure was bad enough, but this drivel about primals running loose and damaging your equipment is the limit. The utter limit, do you hear? Operations at your site are terminated, effective immediately. I've got a new site in mind for you, one of the rocks orbiting Hephaestus. Temps are a cool 170 degrees Celsius. You'll love it. It's not for long. A visiting board team reminded me of the date. We should be celebrating your 42nd birthday today. I try to get you drunk with the latest Rizzo's concoction. You turn up your nose and say it was nowhere near as good as an earth wine. I don't know where you are, big sis. It's been 13 years since you entered hibernation. Since the Hope started its journey. His sister was on the Hope. I don't know what happened, why you never got here. If the architect is kind, you didn't suffer. I think about you all the time. Every time one of the big interstellar conveyors blazes past, I look up and hope. Hope. Whoever named that ship should take a walk in the ether. I'm so sorry. I never should have convinced you to sign the indenture contract to join me on Halcyon. I'll never stop thinking about you, Jules. Please forgive me. Ask Linda for info on this Sublight company. That freighter captain claimed to work for them. Very strange ship. No corporate branding or colors. The captain didn't wear an approved uniform. Dealing with him left me feeling out of sorts. Had some interesting items for sale, though. Couldn't shake the feeling that they fell off the back of the conveyor. That captain sold Harris something called a rearranger, then left before we discovered the thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits in Harris's cart. On Harris's cart. Oops. Looks like some strange tech. Maybe scientists can make something of it. Interesting. Alright, let's keep going, guys.
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Well, at least you know, Max. Un omelette du fromage, s'il vous plaît? Merci beaucoup. See, I know a little something about eggs and cheese too. Omelette du fromage. If anybody gets that reference, kudos. Why, hello there, madam.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth?
Vicar Max wants to talk to you.
I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
I mean, I can rob you, but I don't think we need to. We're here to get this book translated. Max?
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
So we can say, look, can we just move this along, please? Or, hermit lady, enough talk. How about you throw Max here a bone? Or, we've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help? Let's do the last one.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
You want us to do meth? When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
I have to say, I like her. Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I mean, you do you, boo.
I don't know, Captain. Is this safe? I don't think this is safe.
I don't think it's safe either. I mean, you can go back to the ship if you're uncomfortable.
I don't want to leave you all on your lonesome. I'll just... Oh, fine, I'll do it.
All
do
right.
we all have to take
Head
the drugs?
on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
I didn't want to take drugs. I thought Max here was just going to take some. Man, Max, I do a lot for you. I hope you realize this. Oy. The bathroom looks very lovely. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Much cleaner than other bathrooms I've been in. Alright, Max, get in here. Let's take these drugs. I thought you would do it, but sure. Breathe deeply. I'm seeing the universe.
Poor Maximilian.
Who are you?
Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Who's Isadora? Oh, okay.
You're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you?
Probably.
And what's wrong with your face?
I don't know what's wrong with my face.
Y'all see these stars I'm seeing? Gosh, they're pretty. Like shimmers. See?
At least Parvati is on a good trip. Your mother is right, Max. We should listen to her. If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too? I was just gonna say that. Are we all involved in Max's hallucination? Right, the first time, Max. This is all BS. Don't fall for it. See what happens if you hit her. Let's do if she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we?
I don't know, just talk to your dead mom.
Get out of here. I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Alright, Max, calm down.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out. Always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place. Never looking inside himself.
I hope you'll pardon my interruption, but I think it's because he's unhappy with himself.
Parvati is so sweet. Okay, Vision Mom. Okay. We came all this way. We ought to at least hear her out. Okay, Vision Mom, how about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes? Don't listen to this crap, Max. You were right. It's all just a sick joke. Came all this way. We should at least hear her out.
And platitudes from a figment of my
I hit number
imagination, no
one.
less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
Stories are real. If they mean something, if they
There you go, baby.
inspire you to kindness or action, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe Max's story about himself is all wrong, and that's why he's so unhappy.
I love Parvati. Your mom's right, Max. Your story blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison. Seeing the truth is easier said than done. How about we cut to the chase here, lady? Figment? Shut this crap down, Max. You don't need this. Your mom's right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. Look where we are, Max. Trusting an imbalanced tournament with your sanity seems rational to you? Didn't your story push you to study banned works to unlock the secrets of the plan? Let's do the second one.
No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. To attain your goals, you must live in the chaos. Be fine with the chaos. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right?
Honey, I have no idea.
Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right.
Oh.
Hello, Max.
Hello, Max.
What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
This is way crazy. If he does, he shouldn't. He's a better man than he gives himself credit for. Yeah, Max, why do you do that? Let them talk. I guess it's the first one.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but
You're welcome.
I don't know.
I really need to put more points into
Is it
perception.
wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty.
I hope Parvati is just having fun.
Allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
No, honey, you're real.
It's okay, Mr. Vicker. We're here watching over you. You just ride
She
this
is.
out, right?
She is chill. Yeah, please don't do that. I'm invested in being me. So you're going to convince Max he's not real? This should be interesting. The hermit may have been right. Listening to his talk seems to be driving me insane. I don't know what's going on, so I guess the first one?
Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control.
There you go.
Over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I throw up in the corner? So I only can leave the conversation now. I'm confused and nauseous, but mostly nauseous. The hermit was right. This is driving me mad. I'm gonna do the first one and throw up in the corner.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
How you doing, honey? What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing.
Well, that's good.
Everything is perfect.
Or not. I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max. So you weren't as prepared as you thought. You've obviously gone insane. Really? Have you looked around the colony lately? I'm gonna do the second one.
No. Well, perhaps in a way I have. Look, I'm not saying it's perfect in the way you're thinking.
Okay, as long as
But
you
it
haven't
is
gone
still
crazy.
perfect. It's all there to be experienced,
There
to
you
be
go.
lived. Of course there is pain
Mhm.
and loss,
Mhm.
but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There you go, man. You are just... You've opened your whole mind. There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content.
That's the best place to
I
be.
finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Okay. Well, you know, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. As long as you're not gonna wake up and, like, I'm not gonna wake up and open my eyes and you're gonna be, like, standing over my bed like this, staring down at me, we'll be good. Where did Parvati go? There you are. You good, honey?
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Okay. She does not care about what just happened. What do you think about the new guy, huh?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
Good. He didn't seem very bright. He seems like a risk. All that talk about getting into a fight with his foreman. I thought you didn't like strangers generally.
Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
Seriously think I'm the right person to put him on the right course in life? Yeah.
You might surprise yourself.
I try to be a good space pirate, Captain. Okay, you good?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Yeah.
Something vexing you, Captain?
No, not particularly. During the experience in the Hermits, you seemed somewhat at odds with your mother.
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Well, let's leave the conversation. That was a ride and a half. Thanks for that.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
I'd ask what you both are talking about, but I'm afraid you'd answer. Aw, I don't have enough intelligence. Or perception. It's probably the perception.
How right you are. Words are overrated.
Alright, we should go. Bye, hermit lady. Thanks for helping my buddy here open his mind, or whatever it was we did here. I'm not really sure. We talked to his dead mom and then himself, so we're cool. If he shows any very obvious signs of psychopathy, smearing feces on the walls and killing small animals for fun, and then we'll deal with that when the time comes. But for now, I think we're good. Do some searching for... If he starts peeping into the ladies' bedrooms or whatever, and then we'll have some troubles. But for now, we're fine. This was an intriguing little quest we got ourselves on. Here, robot.
Performing an area sweep now.
Here they come.
Alright. Where are all these robots coming from? Jeez.
Everyone all right?
Yes, thank you. Shock weakness. Having been shocked too many times, you have become sensitive to shock damage. Shock damage received plus 25%, but you get a perk point. I don't understand the point of these. I'm not going to take worse damage to get a perk point. I'll just work towards leveling up. Alright, well, we did Max's companion quest. Oh, it was wild. I saw new sides to him I didn't think I'd see. So that was intriguing. Companion quest. I guess the only other companion quest we have right now is Nyoka's. We're gonna go back to the main quest line though. In the next episode. We're gonna do some of the main quest and then we might come back to some of these. I don't think any of them are timed or anything, so we're fine. But in the meantime, thank you everyone and anyone who was watching. It's a little bit of a longer episode, but I appreciate anybody who stuck around. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.